Yo, my name is Masmet Langbel, and I'm from the Republic of the Marshall Islands. I believe in equality education and equal opportunities for all. I be in the National Anti-Corruption, Fiji, and the
Bonjour Fiji, my name is Magalian from New Caledonia. I believe and have always believed in a free, fair and responsible media. Happy International Anti-Corruption Day Fiji and the Pacific. Inaka.
Bula, my name is Louis Pride and I come from West Papua. Corruption is a cancer and it must be stopped at all costs. If you see something that is not right, you must speak out. Let us all be the agent of change and free Pacific from corruption. Viva Pacifica!
I live here Tutao. Good morning. When I was little, we could just come here and run around and not worry about our feet getting cut on glass. I don't know if you can see behind me, but there's probably more than 200 bottles from both here in Palau and from overseas, and that's one of the big problems that we're facing in Palau is how to manage our waste. There's only one place in Palau where we can recycle bottles. The people who don't live in the city largely burn their trash, bury their trash, or just toss it in the mangrove. And I think a big part of what could help resolve that problem is if there was less corruption in the government. I am implying that they are more focused, the members of Congress or governors or legislators, on more tourist-based economy and are not taking the garbage situation as seriously as they should. But then I realized that even the garbage on the beach is directly associated with how the world is run and how our government is run. And if there was less corruption, that might lead to less garbage on the beach. I hope to live in a world where I can freely voice my opinion and not worry about the repercussions. To live in a community where if I propose something, it doesn't fall on deaf ears. Or if it does fall on the ears of my leaders, that they would take some action or consideration and not pocket it because it might interfere with their current agendas. I'm just saying that the government mechanism is so old and it takes so much time to get things done, and there's so many steps that are possibly wasteful, where you could just consult and arrive directly at a solution and then consult with the community and then put those solutions and practices into effect. Concerned International Anti-Corruption Day. From Palau, Meigu.
Bula everyone, my name is Farah and I live in Fiji. Corruption to me is basically when people of position, of any position, use their position in order to gain something personal or financial. And it corrodes society and corrodes the way of living, but also in then an integrity of a society. So to me, that's basically corruption. Yeah. I would like to believe that young people can play a major role in advocating against corruption. In Fiji alone, we have almost close to 50% of the total voting population. That's like 400,000 young people. And so I believe that young people can play a major role in advocating against corruption. I believe that they can advocate with their peers, with people working with them within their communities. And so, yes, I believe that young people definitely can play a major role in advocating against corruption. I would also like to believe in the quality of life. I would like to believe in the basic human rights of all people. I believe that discrimination of race, gender, or religion is a form of corruption in itself when you're talking about inequalities. And I like to believe that the public sector, the private sector, civil society organizations, and even youth groups need to have a code of conduct and accountable mechanisms that are put in place in order to prevent corruption, sort of like a guide. And so I strongly believe that in any society, even as an individual, you need to have a code of conduct and accountable mechanisms to always ensure that there is some sort of trust, trust in the system, trust in your leadership, trust in your community leaders, trust in your government, trust in your society. So we need to have a code of conduct in every sector and accountable mechanisms put in place. We also need to have peaceful dialogues. I believe that is the way forward. Peaceful dialogues between young people, between intergenerational leaderships, and that for me is actually the way forward. And building bridges. So happy International Anti-Corruption Day to Fiji and the Pacific. Pinaka.
Talafalava and greetings from Samoa. I'm Marcina Tete. I'm sure we all know what corruption is and what it means. Corruption is a long-standing issue in the Pacific and in our communities. From within our governments or the political arenas, into our workplaces, our communities, and into our homes. Corruption is present, regardless we do not see it with our own eyes. Corruption is parliamentarians bribing people for their votes. Corruption is your boss at work favoring other colleagues just because they think you are not good enough. Corruption is your village chiefs, or matais as we call it in Samoa, banishing or punishing someone without proper consent. And corruption is when your parents favor your other siblings over you. Corruption is not rare, it is everywhere. It has destroyed our countries, communities, and families. As young people of today, we can work together to ensure corruption will not take a further step for the benefit of us and of future generations to come. Wishing everyone in the Pacific a happy International Anti-Corruption Day.
Hey, greetings from the Kingdom of Tonga. Malo lele. Hello everyone. So happy to be part of this program and what's next? Oh, sorry. My name is Nonga and you can call me Nox. For me, I believe in good governance and I believe in being a good role model, a good leader, and not only that, but I also believe that we can minimize corruption. We can minimize those kind of acts by doing heaps and heaps of awareness, exactly what we do now, but we have to do more and more and more so that all the people in our community, the people in our country will know more about it, and so that they also know that they can do something about it. Yeah, that's what I believe. And also I would like to do a massive shout out, humongous shout out to all the families out there, the corruption fighter. Just stay strong, be strong, keep doing what we do, because I believe it will work sometime soon. Yeah, I believe. And also I would like to say happy International Anti-Corruption Day to all of you coming up, and hope to see you sometime soon. Ofalahiyatu from the Kingdom of Tonga.
We are from Tuvalu. Happy Anti-Corruption Day.